Welcome to the Dixie Doggers podcast. We're here to share knowledge and heritage. We hope y'all enjoy. Southern Cross. It's the best cut gear in the business. We run it on our dogs. Hit up Dave Williams at Southern Cross Cut Gear. Go to www.hogdoggear.com. If you're looking for Brahma and Brahma Cross cattle, Marc Rankin with the Rankin Ranch 38 Cattle Company, he specializes in them. He is the man for the job. He's based out of Oglethorpe County, Georgia, and you can contact him at 407-832-2077.
If you're buying or selling land, farms, or hunting property, these folks know land. Phil Wilson with UC Hunting Properties, 678-791-3483.
Good evening, everybody. We're here with you today with the Dixie Doggers podcast. And I'm trying to make it through another episode with a sore throat. So if y'all hear all this rattling, it's really fucking annoying. It's me with these cough drops and trying to just make it through to the next one. So today we got Carter and Ryan back with us. We're gonna go over the Tulsa Stander hunt that just happened. Kind of go over what all teams was there, what all went on. It was a big turnout. I mean, it was absolutely phenomenal for a damn weigh-in. I mean, I was like, holy shit. So fellas, what's up with y'all today?
Sure, nothing much, man. Just trying to we're actually getting ready to go on a trip down to South Georgia tomorrow night for a couple of days till about Saturday, Sunday. So I've been running around all day trying to get stuff for that done. Ain't really been running around with heads cut off since the tournament finally ended and finally smoothed out a little bit. I can calm down a little bit now. It takes a lot of moving parts to put on something like that, and I commend anybody that puts on events, man. Especially that we was talking about like a bay or something like that. You put a 3-day bay on, or like something like Earl's a 7-day bay, or a 1 or 2 day bay, man. The figure out all your sponsors, figure out when you go to an event like that and you're hosting it and everybody's asking you questions all the time. You turn around, you're just so busy and try to catch up with people at the same time. It's a lot of work, man. And we're just thankful we had good people, good help. Can't thank you, Dixie Doggers, enough for your participation and using the big board score. Nate worked his ass off. Ella worked her ass off.
Yeah, they worked their ass. I didn't do shit.
You were looking for the worm in the bottle of that Patron bottle over there.
But I did make some I made some good connections and got to talk to some really good people.
That's what I wanted you to do, man, is to walk around and introduce yourself to people and be able to talk like that.
We got to discuss some things because, like, I got you in neck deep on, like, there's a couple of things that y'all guys are really in on and y'all didn't know about, but you'll find out about it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we're going to be doing some charity stuff and helping some folks, man. And I know y'all all about it, so I don't even have to question it.
Yeah.
We just
have to go along with the hunt. Yeah, but to go back to the hunt, man, we were so thankful. We had like 13 or 14 teams out of 16 teams weighed in. It was incredible. At one point, we had over 200 people there, 250. It was pushing 250. We're so thankful that Clark Haddock let us host that Fieldstone hunting preserve. That place is absolutely beautiful. If anybody gets a chance to go do some shooting or any type of events out there, I would highly recommend doing that. We had so many sponsors there. We raised $2,400 for the hurricane victims of Helene, which I thought was awesome. With the raffle, but we had folks everywhere from Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, all the way out. And people drove all the way 14, 15, 16 hours from Texas. So this hunt's getting big, man. And I just can't thank everybody enough for the participation and be able to honor Tulsa's life and just keep carrying it on, man. We're just trying to being Dixie Doggers to the moon, baby. We're just trying to get as big as possible and hopefully it continues to travel that way.
I believe it will. I wholeheartily do.
I do too.
There was so much good feedback from a lot of the people that I talked to while I was out there. And you know me, that's what I'm doing. I'm out. I'm mixing it up. I'm politicking with everybody. And
Yeah.
Like it literally was. There's a lot of those guys that are my age that were there, and all of them they were really impressed on how well it's going, and they were also impressed on how well everybody was working together and hanging out. They were like, "Man, nobody's arguing or none of that. Everybody's having a good time." I was like, "Yeah." I said, "That's the way it's been every time."
Yeah, we did have somebody question hogs on a trailer that somebody else's team had. But like I said, we got a polygraph there, so we're not trying to we're like bust the integrity of this hunt. We hold it up to a high standard. We've held it to a high standard since day one, since we started this hunt. We only had like 5 teams in it, so we are thankful that we have a polygraph there. And nobody, I just want to go on record, nobody has ever failed yet. So we have a bunch of truthful people entering. So I just want to put that out there, because I know one fellow was trying to say something about hogs on the trailer that didn't look like they was caught with dogs, but
I seen the teeth
guess
marks.
what?
What was it? I missed that, I guess.
He brought it up to me, the fella did, that was being accused, and he was like, "Hey," he said this. He's like, "You see this, right?" And I was like, "It looked like a dog caught him to me."
Well, I mean,
you know what I said? It ain't a problem if you pass the polygraph. We pay $1,000 to have a polygraph examiner there. And like I said, we don't make zero money on this tournament. We pay 100% payback. We just do it just to host it and have a good time and get everybody together in one spot and shed a good light onto it. So, like I said, we're not going to keep the integrity of the hunt up. We will continue to have the polygraph examiner there. I know that might hinder some teams for one to enter. I know down in Florida at the Christopher's Memorial Hunt, they get 50 teams in there. And I'm not sure if they have polygraph or not, but I just feel like our hunt might hinder some folks from wanting to do it, because you got to be truthful about what you bring in. You know what I'm saying?
That's correct.
There's no sugarcoating it. We will call you out, and then once you get called out, that's up to you. I don't know what anybody else is going to do to you at the event. They're probably going to be highly pissed off. So
yeah,
more likely.
And I commend Austin K, because Austin K was 7 points away or 6.5 points away from third place. And he stayed the whole time until they got the news that they didn't make it, because he was talking about they was in a hunt one time out in Texas, and he was in 4th place and got first place with some scrub hogs because the top 3 teams failed their polygraph.
That's right. Yeah, he told me the same thing.
Yeah.
And there were several people that called and I talked to them back and forth, and they were asking about clarity of the rules. And here's what they were like. Well, there's a polygraph there, and we don't want to fail the polygraph. I said, well, listen, and I stand by this 100%. If you read those rules and you follow them to the best of your understanding and the best of your ability of that, truthfully, you won't fail a polygraph test.
You'll have zero problems.
You'll have zero problems.
Here's the thing I'll add. Our polygraph ain't made to catch you for having to go get your dogs and a hog off of somebody else's property. No. It's to catch you from cheating. Like, if you don't cheat, you ain't going to fail the polygraph.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You don't cheat, you ain't going to fail the polygraph. Like, it's that simple. If you don't cheat, if you don't go catch a hog in a pit, or you don't have one tied out somewhere, you ain't going to fail the polygraph.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I agree 100%. That's the long and the short of it. But like I said, everything went really smooth. There was a lot of people there. And
and we got we also got we got like 20 hogs donated in, something like that, some good ones. We're thankful for that. They're going to use those for Tommy Wyndham and them. They're going to give a field stone and use them for the Craziest Outdoor Kids hunt.
Yep.
Which is awesome.
And there was one that I took up there that almost whooped me. And if there wouldn't have been 200 people there, I probably would have let it go. I untied him and stood him up. And Jacob Matheson and Drew Brooks, I'm throwing both of them under the bus, because they just sat there and watched me get whooped by that hog for about 30 seconds.
Damn.
And he was pissed, sitting there trying to turn on me, and my hands are cramping from holding on to his tail. Like, he is sick to whoop me. But, yeah, no, they got some good hogs, man. They got some good hogs.
Some really good hogs.
Yeah, and,
we
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. What you going to
No,
say?
just why you was talking about Tommy Wyndham and them. I was like, that's really, really good people there. The courageous
Yes,
kids
sir.
outdoor.
Yep.
It really is. And if anybody has a chance to check them out, y'all go to their website, check it out, go to their social media stuff. And, it don't hurt if you got a couple bucks you want to donate toward that, because I mean, they're nonprofit. They don't make any money. We know how the nonprofit stuff works. You wind up spending money. That's what it's for. It's to help somebody else do something. And these kids, it gives them an opportunity to go do these hunts. And so y'all, for our listeners out there, y'all get on there and y'all check that out. I'm going to throw that out there for Tommy and them. They're good folks, man.
Yep. There's some great folks, and they do all kinds of hunts, man. Not just hog hunts, but dog hunts.
That's
they
right.
do bear hunts, turkey, deer, fishing, taking kids fishing, just doing everything they can to get those kids outdoors and give them. Because what's the thing called that the Make a Wish Foundation? Was that the last one? Let me see. Yeah, I think is it Make a Wish that does those things for kids sometimes?
Yeah,
they took hunting out of their they took hunting out of their like objective. They don't do hunts anymore for kids.
Wow. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So Tommy and them, they try to do their best to do. If any kids that have a last wish to do something like that, they'll do it. Like they did I know they do hog hunts, stuff like that. Then they got sometimes, I don't know who's still taxidermist, but they get like a taxidermist to do like a week or 2 week turnaround on their animals really quick. It's a pretty cool deal they got going on.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I know my niece, she when she was fighting cancer and stuff, she had opportunity to do that. I think she went deep sea fishing, and it really did a lot for the morale of her and my sister and my brother-in-law. You know what I mean? Because like they had been fighting with it, and they'd been down for a couple of years, man, and it was something that they really needed.
Yeah.
And thanks to programs like that, those things are available. And so it's really important that we keep those going, because they'll just fizzle out, and then, then it's over.
That's right. You want to go over the results of who won what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's
put
do
everything
it.
out there.
All right. So the 2025 Tulsa Stander Memorial Hunt, the first place team went to Southern Swine, which was Lucas Scott, Desmond Hood, Trey Moya, and Hunter Dowsell and Josh Blacksky. They all teamed up. Trey and Josh drove over to South Carolina, hunting in South Carolina. Man, they caught some studs.
Yeah.
Some absolute studs. And next year we're gonna make them weigh in first, because they keep weighing in last.
Mm-hmm.
But to say this, their total big bore score on 3 boar hogs was 520.5 points.
Wow.
That's pretty dang good. They had like a 340-pound boar, a 344. Their next one, the other one was like in a 2 somewhere, but I know that they also had a 3. They had a sow was 371 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, they had a whopper. So they took home first place, and then they also took home the side pot for biggest boar and also biggest sow. Second place went over to Boar Junkies with Shad Campbell and Brock, and they had 421.5 points, which got them second. So they had some good hogs. Like I said, that score, that 421 would have beat everybody real well last year. You know what I'm saying? So they had some dang good hogs and get 421 points. And then third place went to Okmulgee Outlaws with Gabe Wall and Lane 5 Ash and them. They had 378.25 points. So they had a good little. And we were talking about that Austin K&M was with Hanging Bacon. They had 373 points. So they weren't too far behind from getting fourth or getting third and fourth. Yeah. And then we had, let's go with the boys. What are they? Showtime. Showtime had, what do they have?
Longest cutters.
This is a TT. Yeah, they had the longest cutters. Trying to find their little thing. 6 3/8 inches. So they had a they had 147-pound boar hog with that big of teeth. Man,
Good
it
Lord.
was good to see them boys take home a belt buckle. I know Rodney. I know that video you posted on TikTok is funny.
Yeah, it's a little rough
Yeah.
language, but like Rodney was
Yeah.
feeling it. I mean, it's one of those deals. I almost didn't post it, but
Yeah.
guys, it's Rod. You know what I mean? Everybody knows Rodney,
And Hot Rod.
and they know that he absolute. Like I said, most of us use colorful language, and if people's been drinking and stuff like that, they kind of get a little free hearted with it. But everybody that knows Rodney, they know that man doesn't have a ill will bone in his body. You know, he doesn't mean nothing by it. He's just having a good time. And that was so funny when he said that. I was like, man, I got to share this with the world.
It was awesome to see that. And heck, I have a video of Cody Godwin. Like it's looking at the hog teeth on the scale, and then it pans over to Cody, and Cody sent that video to us and goes, I don't know who's got bigger teeth, that hog or my teeth or something like that. It was funny. Old Grinner Godwin. Yeah.
Old Grinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome there.
Yeah. And then we go to the boys from Austin K and Case Frida, and then other boys from Florida that they drove from Texas and Florida. So they were, what were they? They were hanging bacon. They ended up with the longest stringer over 100 pounds. They had 26 hogs total, which is pretty dang impressive. So
yeah, they had a trailer full.
Yeah, so that was the results for the post-stand mower hunt, and we appreciate everybody that took their time. And I know it's hard to get off work and hunt, and man, some of them guys hunted their tail off. So I slept a couple hours a night, made the drive, and we just can't thank y'all enough for your participation.
We'll be back after a quick break.
A quick thanks to supporters of the Dixie Doggers podcast: Southern Cross Cut Gear, UC Hunting Properties, Rankin Ranch 38 Cattle Company, Animal Housing Solutions, Boars N Broads, Ada Y Transport, Crockett Taxidermy and Processing.
Yeah, that's what'll keep this thing alive. It's having teams like that, teams that will get out there and hunt, and they'll show up.
And it's not necessarily just the hunting part, man. It's obviously everybody's competitive. Everybody wants to win. You don't ever get in a competition where you don't feel like you cannot not win. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's also getting together and hunting and being able to cherish these times when you get older, and also be able to get the hog community together to show the support of each other. And like you said, man, everybody was getting along at the weigh-in. We all having a good time. You can see people in cliques, like not cliques, I guess they're teams. You can see them all wearing their same, like, little quote unquote uniform together, but they're all meshed up good and sitting there talking, having a good time, and trying to plan hunts together in the future. So it's a great atmosphere. I hope everybody, all our followers, can try to make it to a weigh-in sometime in their life. We'll try to keep having these things, and I think it'll be good and keep growing every year.
Yeah, I definitely believe it's going to keep growing. That's for sure. Might have to start doing a damn 2-day weigh-in once we get hit, 100 teams entered.
Yeah, no doubt. It'd be nice. We were talking to Nate about it, man. We might have to do the cutoff, the cutoff earlier, like at a noon cutoff for people to get in and start weighing in or something like that. Yeah. So, because it gets so long. We always bounced off some ideas. We're talking about Carbaugh, a new good idea. He said, because we had a bar side pot for the past 3 years, and nobody brought a bar hog in. This year there was like 3 or 4 that got brought in for teeth and stuff like that into a stringer. So Carter was talking about doing a non-boar hog side pot, which could be a sow or a bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The biggest one for that was a good idea. And then moving the time up instead of 3 o'clock, because everybody just waits till 3 o'clock. They all drive up there and have a good time, have their hogs in the back of the truck, and everybody's scared to be the first one on load.
Yeah.
And like my dad said, it don't matter if you can bench 5,000 pounds. He said you can bench it in the morning or at night. It don't make a damn. You still can do 5,000 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So you can be first or last. As long as you know you got it, you got it. And then starting earlier, talking about me and Nate was talking about doing the Excel spreadsheet and do some stuff faster. And he already was on the ball with that and got that done. So we're going to have some improvements to make it speed the process faster to get the scores back quicker.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that the spreadsheet I think will definitely help, because once you just enter everything, it'll calculate for it, right?
Yeah, I was being silly and just forgot my computer, and then like I said, 13 out of 16 teams weighed in hogs, and usually like 6 or 7 weigh in.
That was a good weigh in, really good.
Not complaining, it was just more than anticipated, but hey, that's what happened. I think I scored like 50 hogs, roughly, something like that.
Good.
It was a good turnout. It was a good turnout, because last year I think we did like 30 or 20 something. It was like 28 or 30, something like that.
Yeah, and I commend, man. I don't even know who was all down there helping. I know Jonathan Hill. I seen him down there. I saw my cousin Connor Denny down there.
Connor
one of the guys in my fire hall.
Yeah, and
Chase Crawford.
Yeah, then one of the guys from the fire hall. That was the main 2 guys helping me.
Chase.
And then I was putting basically everybody who was on the team to work. And then I basically, every time I'd measure teeth, I got somebody from the team. I was like, you come watch me measure teeth and make sure you're good with it.
Yeah.
And I had somebody from each team.
That was smart to do that too, because I know some teams have some teeth broken off, and that was on them. You mark them you mark them when they get weighed in. You know what I'm saying? We can't take and add a tooth onto the end of a tusk.
It sucks
counter,
too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it sucks, but it happens. You know.
Yeah.
That's not on us.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of would be next time is the first thing we do is measure teeth instead of weighing them. Measure their teeth and then weigh them. And maybe, but even then, like the people that broke their teeth, it was as soon as
in the trailer.
Yeah, as soon as they was
I was standing there when it broke.
Yeah. So it was like shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's, like I said, it just we've had that happen before. You know, catch a hog in this rocky terrain and it popped them teeth.
Yeah.
Try not, which normally shoats don't have very big teeth anyway.
That's right.
That's what we try to do.
Damn, but that weighing so big, man. The food vendors sold out of food.
Yeah.
It was sick.
We sold a bunch of Tulsa Stander memorial shirts and hats and stuff like that. And looking back, man, I just keep. It's like one of those days where it went so good, had a good time that you just keep replaying in your head. You know what I'm saying, all the time. You just keep thinking about it, and I'm really thankful we had a good turnout and everything went the way it did.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. So with doing that right there, I mean, what's the next thing you guys got lined up to keep the ball rolling? Maybe not on that. Man, what y'all got going next?
Yeah, I don't know. We just got back a couple weeks ago from Rusty's Bay and had a great time there, and we commend him. He had to put on a hell of a show, and me and Carter been bouncing off ideas with people and trying to figure out if we can get a bay going in Georgia. We know a great place where we would like to host one. I already contacted the facility and got the okay to host one. It's more figuring out the rules. I gotta get with Tadpole and Mr. Bannister and stuff like that. I know Tadpole technically has domesticated hogs, so he can put on a bay. You get what I'm saying? So there's weird rules in the state of Georgia. Marc has to test his hogs because they're considered to be true wild hogs. So we have to figure out those rules and bounce ideas off each other. But we have gotten okay to do a bay or by the facility that we want to choose to do one, and it's not too far from Carter's house, and we think we're going to try. Me and Carter been bouncing ideas. We're thinking about like a 1-day bay, like a 1-day 2-dog event. You know what I'm saying? So just to test the waters to see how it goes. Because we want to overload our ass and have a crap show going on, and then not be able to do it again. You know what I'm saying? So sorry about dang it, about dying. Go ahead, Carter.
You okay? What's happening with you?
I gotta lay off that Marlboro Reds.
Hey, them things are rough.
Breathe every now and then.
The Camel Crushes is rough.
Well, I can't say a whole lot about them. I know a guy that called him a sissy cigarette one night.
Was that a guy?
It was Rodney's girlfriend for a while.
It was Rodney's girlfriend for a while, but I think it's a color.
He
personally.
he said, "I'm a dude. Stop calling me
Oh, yeah.
Miss." Yeah,
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was a guy.
Yeah.
I'm still banned and barred from every Logan's Roadhouse in the United States.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that too. There's no doubt. If we're not, then we definitely won't be able to make it a whole night at the next one. If we can get in another one, we'll be kicked out very soon.
Oh yeah.
Facial recognition.
We'll be back. We'll be in the back of the paddy wagon for sure.
Yeah. So what's been going on other than all the work that you guys have been doing and the traveling and stuff?
Nothing. I mean, we've been hunting a little bit, but not very much. Ryan won't hunt with me because we got a big hunt this weekend, and every time he goes down there, he can't ever take his full arsenal of dogs because they're cut down. And,
we've gone to this place. I don't know. We've probably gone to it 3 out of the past 4 years, or 4 out of the past 5 years, whatever it is. And every year I've been.
He's been short-handed
a couple
down
days.
there.
Every year I've been a couple days before we go down there. I always hunt like a couple days before, and every time I get a dog cut down, I can't bring them. I'm like, you son of a gun.
Mm-hmm.
I do bring them, and I just sit there and watch them. They got a big old cone out there tied up on a chain, just sitting there looking at me, all sad.
Yeah, so I've just been twiddling my thumbs. Like I've been getting all these Snapchats from all my boys catching all these big hogs. And I'm just here
that's the worst, man.
punching myself in the face.
When you host a tournament and you get these Snapchats of everybody catching these big old hogs, and you're just sitting there like, damn, yeah, you're over there working. You're also excited for them. But they were being secretive this year, man. They were sending us tails and pictures of hooves. I didn't see no big teeth pictures or nothing like that. Everybody was being secretive this year. Nobody wanted people to know what they had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a few people ask me. They were like, well, "What are they sending in?" I was like, "Nothing." They're like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Everybody's keeping it a secret, I guess." I said, "I don't know."
Yeah.
Like I said, there were some really good hogs weighed in. That's for damn sure. I couldn't have kept it a secret.
There were a lot of really good hogs that didn't even get in the Turner Lee and them brought in some studs.
Yeah, they brought in some damn good, some good ones, and they had their transport permit for Georgia, and they brought all them things alive.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean they brought in dadgum good hogs, and they wasn't even in real contention for the money. But that's
he
the thing, man.
Turner said his best hog. He said it went out to the trailer the next day and it lifted the gate up and it was gone.
Oh damn.
Oh Lord.
But I mean that's the thing. You get a little bit downtrodden hunting a tournament. When you catch some good hogs like that, it's still impressive dog work to go out there and catch a bunch of big boar hogs. You bring in. They probably had 10 hogs that were over 130 pounds that had teeth on them, and that's pretty impressive. It ain't nothing to shake a stick at. It's pretty impressive when you go do that. But Lucas and them, them 3 hogs would win any boar hog tournament in the United States.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. This was the first year we had a hog break 300 pounds, I think. The biggest boar hog we had last year or the past year was 258 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And they brought 330.
275.
Yeah. So it's very impressive that he has those boar hogs, and he's won 2 years back to back in a row. So is his spots that good to keep it for a third year? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Them hogs gonna hold up good. So because in South Carolina you got to kill everything. It's not like you can come here and then take them back and then turn them back loose. You know what I'm saying?
And Lucas ain't gonna not hunt. I can promise you that.
Yeah, he gonna get mad at them hogs and mad at that crown apple and get after them.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know I'm ready to go hunt. We've been strangled.
Me too. I'm dying. My dogs are so pissed off right now.
Oh, ours they hadn't even got to. Our tracking system we had to order a new system and new collars and all that. So we're kind of. Nice. I got 2 collars and an antelope.
Yeah,
I can't do much with that. We still went today.
This past year was the first year since we've hosted a tournament that Henry Williams and their team, the pack 'em up South Georgia style, hasn't been in a top 3.
I know.
And Henry and them had some good hogs.
Yes,
they did. They had some really damn good hogs, and they're donating them over to the Oakmont Wild Hog Festival as well.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
And I was talking to, and I seen them post today. I was talking to Dalton Luther, the guy that puts it on. He's looking to get like 20 or 30 good hogs. Like they're gonna have it showing up. He said it's gonna be a showing up bay. Like, and I think because they've been hyping it up, and everybody's gonna hype it up this year. I'm gonna try to get some people from out west to come east and go to it, because they had 7,500 people there last year.
Yep.
They went through the gates. So, and you can say they weren't all at the hog pen, but at one point it looked like they all were at the hog pen. You know what I'm saying?
It damn sure did.
So if 7,500 people come through the gate, I know they're all at least going down to the hog pen at least one time throughout the time they're there to check it out for sure. So that's going to be a big event coming in May. So everybody better get their mind right for that. I hope I can make it. I'm gonna have my first born son around that time. So we'll see if I make the trip down there.
Brother, you were hog hunting when your wife went into labor on the first one. So
that is true. That is true.
There's a will, there's a way.
Yeah,
we were stashing hogs that day too. We pull up,
we were tearing them up.
we drop the dogs. They go in 5 different directions, and we caught 5 good hogs right off the whip. Just smash. Ron said, "Well, boys, my wife just went into labor. I gotta go." And we were like, "Cuz, like, I mean, it was just beautiful weather, like 60 degrees. The sun was shining. We're smashing hogs, and Ron's just like, "Yeah, boys, we're done for the day." And I was just like,
if it was my second kid, I probably would say it was my first.
Yeah, and Mackenzie probably would be gone right now. It's probably a good thing it wasn't your second kid.
That's right.
There's too much emphasis on that. Let's stick around and go see your children be born.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to catch good hogs when you catch them.
Oh man, that's what I was saying. I was like, well, we're on them, brother.
Yeah, like, we're on them. Get them.
We were on them big time that day. I mean, we was just bouncing from bay to bay and catching hogs. But
we had I'll see a picture. We had them tied to Carter's Jeep Cherokee.
Oh yeah.
So not this weekend, but the next weekend. I think that's when we're supposed to go to Blackshear with Nathan Brooks.
Are you going with Nathan? Oh, that'd be cool.
We've been trying to put it together for 2 years, And generally what'll happen is, like, we'll come out and, we can't go hunt with every single person that we know at one time because everybody's so scattered out. But that's what we're trying to do, is get some stuff together where we can say, hey, if I don't know what your work schedule's like or whatever. And Carter said, if he's free, we might can all of us get together or something and go turn loose while we're out there in that area. So y'all keep that in mind, Ryan, on that. It'd be the 7th, I think, ain't it, Nate?
Yes, the weekend of the 7th.
Yeah, the weekend of the 7th.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check my schedule and see what.
Hey, my work schedule's like them napkins in the bathroom, baby. It's always free.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
And use as many as you need.
Well, maybe we can, because when we came out there and hunted the very first time, we were on the pigs that weekend. Like we caught a lot of pigs. We caught a couple of good ones.
Swine that weekend.
Yeah, well, that one morning, like that first day that we dropped them dogs, that's when Jacob was like, y'all to bring them long range cast dogs. They went like 65, 70 yards and blew up. And there was hogs running everywhere.
Yeah, and we dumped all 32 dogs that we brought.
Now, we had a good plan. We're like, look, you're going to turn loose 2 or 3. Then I'll turn loose 2 or 3. Kevin turn loose.
The plan was there.
Oh, the plan
was there.
And it was in effect until the hog ran across the field. When those 10 big hogs ran across the field, there was 27 head on that sumbitch right on his ass. It was so funny. I had so much fun. That's one of the best weekends that I've had.
I had a lot of fun until we dumped on that last group.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
It was my fault.
Yes.
It was my fault.
But
It was my fault.
But you did hang in there, and you went to the very, very end. You done the whole thing.
I paid for it, brother. I paid for it that whole day. My legs.
Ooh, they was
I
rough.
ain't never been more ate up. I forgot my cats that morning, and I've never been more ate up by briars than I was that day.
Because
them poor Carhartts I had on.
Oh, they were shredded.
Golly. Yeah,
they were shredded. Because I thought they were old pants. You was like, no,
they were.
They are now.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
we were in the briars from the get-go, from the jump. Like, we were in the briars, and I don't think we ever got out of the briars.
No, them hogs was wadded up in them briars.
Yeah, we had a good time. Ain't no doubt. Maybe we have another day like that and knock out 30 or 40.
Dude, I need it. I need it.
I know my puppies need it bad. My little young dogs.
Yeah, that boy I was helping you, Nathan, Chase Crawford from the Fire Hall, we've been taking him, carrying him to the woods every once in a while for the past couple of weeks. And that's what I was telling him, because I was saying, man, you need to come to the weigh-in. He's all about it. Yeah, I'm coming. I said, well, you need to come in and make some friends with some people up here so you see what real hog hunters are, because these dudes, I was talking to like Elijah Tyler and Dalton Hernan, and they caught 43 in 2 days.
Damn.
I don't know how many the damn South Carolina boys caught. I know Arthur Kane then caught a bunch. I know Henry Williams then caught a bunch. And it's like, you want to catch some hogs, you need to go with these guys, not with us.
Yeah, not with me.
When we went down there with Henry, Carter came down there with us. I don't know how many we caught for the weekend. I think it was like 8 or 10 altogether. There wasn't no big hogs, but like we were catching pigs. Like that one day.
Yeah.
That one day we got in a group of shoats, and we had some young dogs. I think that's when Eminem and Louie were probably 8 or 9 months old. And so and Henry had some young dogs. Anyway, I think we knocked out 5 or 6 in that one spot, and then there was 1 or 2 at another spot, and then I think we ended up the last day with like 3 or 4. And that's what Henry was saying. He's like, man, just really ain't many hogs. I was thinking, shit, we killed more hogs this weekend than we normally kill in a month.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And he was like, But now, I get what he meant. Like, we only caught one pretty good boar, but that son of a bitch had his Nikes on, and it ran.
Golly, that hog ran.
Dude.
And ran and ran and ran.
Yeah.
And ran. But I will say, man, I was impressed. I was impressed by the dogs that were on that race.
Yes.
That was impressive because it was hot.
It was bad hot.
It had gotten hot.
5 hours or so they raced on.
No, it was 5 hours. I don't know how many miles it was, but it was 20 miles.
It was a lot. Because hell, we probably put 20 miles on a vehicle just running back and forth on the cotton field.
Yeah, we didn't know where, and that was the only reason we caught him, because he messed up and went in the cotton field. If he had them dogs shaking a couple times, but they caught back up to him and made him get up and start running again.
Yeah, that was.
But that was good hog.
Like you said, it was really good dog work because
it's just impressive. It's impressive to see something like that. You know,
oh, without a doubt.
Even if it ain't your dogs, I don't even think I brought a dog that week.
No, you didn't. You just came down there.
And
worked.
I was just there for moral support and beer drinking.
Yeah.
But no, I was thoroughly impressed, and that's one of the things I like, going to hunt with different people and seeing their dogs work. Like, and it ain't no competition to me. If your dogs hunt hard, I will be impressed. I ain't gonna sit here and lie if they don't hunt hard. But if your dogs hunt hard, then I'll be impressed. Like, and I was impressed that weekend. That was some high quality dog work.
Yes, sir.
Tell them about Carter's got a dog from Roper.
Old Foghorn Fred boy. Woo! Yeah. Old Fred boy. I think Fred's gonna be a dog. Fred. Yeah. He got them big old mud flaps on his ear. I'm officially part of the mud flap mafia now.
Oh yeah.
Old Roper's dad, he probably wants to kill me, so I got to avoid him. But I wasn't even looking for a dog. And in true Ron fashion, he said, "Oh, I got you a dog." I was like, "What? You got me?" I ain't even seen the dog. He said, "We're gonna drive back through Texas, and we're gonna pick it up on the way home." I said, "All right, brother." And no, man, he's a good looking son buck. He's 9 months old. I took him the other day, and I cast him the first time, and he went about 150 yards. I just took him and girl, and he went about 150 yards and turned around and come back to me. I better get in them bushes. And he turned around and went right back out. And that was about the only time I saw him and girl the whole time. And we run hogs through a clear cut for about 4 hours. And then finally they crossed the road about 45 seconds, and it was getting dark, and I didn't have no headlights. And I was like, well, I reckon it's time to go home. So I caught both of them off the track. But no, I'm excited about him. He's a good looking, well-built dog. And I'm excited to see what he does this weekend.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we talked to Roper the other night. And really, I really like talking to Roper.
That Chucker knows dogs, man.
He does.
He knows dogs. And he knows dogs, that's for sure. I just got to run away from his dad if I ever see him, because he's pretty mad. Ryan and I were talking about sending them some shirts and stuff, because we try to give him money for the dog, and he don't want it. And Roper asked his dad what size shirt he wanted. He said, "I don't want it." He said, "I don't want a shirt from them." he might be a little bit mad, but
yeah, man. What he said to Roper, they just gonna get that dog killed.
He's going, yeah. Well, because we used to run those rough dogs, and we've gone to looser stuff now, and I still post a lot of rough dog stuff on TikTok and whatnot, and they got their triple O, and he probably sees them old rough dogs, and he's like, "You gonna get that dog killed sending it with them boys?" Like, no sir, everything on my yard bays now. Like, we're good.
Well, I think it's that too, but I think it's just the old school mentality of the old men, and I'm sure. And I met Roper's dad. He came to Downsville. We had a good time, but it's just
no, I met him too. And I sat there and talked to him for a couple hours.
But I think when you talk about that's their blood that they've been working on for years and years, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Some of them people don't like getting that stuff out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I literally today. It took me forever. Actually, you can ask Alvin Tice. I sent Alvin a dog, and Nathan told him, he's like, "Hey, Dad's going to send you this dog," and Alvin said he's going to do what? He said, "Is he okay? Is he dying?" Because they've been trying to buy dogs from me, like a lot of guys have for my terriers, especially my run and catch dogs. They've been trying to buy them for years, and I won't sell them. I won't get rid of them because of that. Yeah. And it gets to that point where you're like, man, you got to stop worrying. It's kind of like a guy with his daughter. You're like, you got to let her grow up. And I know that to some people that might not sound like the best analogy, but to me it is. It's like, that's the way I think of my dogs too. It's like I put 20 years into this bloodline. I mean,
you got to let somebody else have it or carry it that you trust that can do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Because if you don't, guess what? It dies out with you, and then you did all that shit just for selfish reasons. And so I've got some dogs out there right now. I got Max and Ruby. Is a pair of Catahoula Bulldogs, and when I say they're dogs, y'all had never hunted with them. Like they're dogs. They're for real dogs.
Yeah.
And
it sounds like they need to go to Kevin Brooks's. That's all he runs.
These are rougher than Kevin. These are rougher than Kevin's. I promise. Like they are, good. And they're going to go deep.
I'm just kidding. Kevin don't need. Kevin.
No, he don't need no. No, he needs to stay with.
He don't need no. Yeah.
No, and that's the thing. These dudes right here. You remember how the mongrels was. How they hit a track and they just keep rolling and go. Well, these are like that, and probably maybe even a step. I ain't gonna say they're better or not, but they're amped up and they roll. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna take nothing away from his dogs, but these are definitely not for nobody who's walk hunting. And if somebody needs a pair of them, holler at me. And I never thought I'd ever say that. But
but like you said, man, you don't. I mean, it's not that you like when you're not utilizing them and they're just sitting in the yard. And then I feel like then why do you got them? You got them in a jail cell.
I've got them in prison. That's the way I look at it. They're in their kennels, and every day that we go hunt, I clip up these young dogs, and then my old dogs are just sitting there looking at me. And you know, so I've went to a little bit different, looser dog. It's not as rough, and so it's like, man, there's some young guy out there right now that's beating the bushes to death and could really put these dogs where they need to be and carry that line on, maybe even breed something to it and start his own shit. And so that's where I'm at with that. But like, they're gonna have to be a dog man to get them to even handle them for sure.
That's the thing, man. I think if you feel people out, like, and be able to trust them, like Roper. We don't know Roper from Adam, but I keep up with Roper, and I've been keeping up with him for the past few years, and doing Triple O, and we've always texted back and forth and exchanged stuff and talked dogs and talked all kinds of stuff. And he's like, man, he's always been trying to get us dogs, and I was like, man, I don't want them open sons of guns. Well, hell, now half my damn yard barks at some point on the track. They're not dead silent. And I was like, you know what? He's like, what was that quote he said, Carter? He's talking about. What did he say? He said, "Don't hunt the dogs, but you gotta get them to about a year old, and then they'll take them." What did he say?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we was in his driveway, but
might be some shit.
Rover's Rover's a good guy. But like I say, he don't know it's Madam, and he's gonna send a dog. I think my house is 11 hours, 12 hours from him, and he's just gonna send it that way and let it hunt in Georgia.
Yeah.
So that's just it always feels special when people trust you with their stuff.
Well, that's like those puppies that we sent you to send to your friends down there. It's like we're starting something new.
I'm seeing him. We're seeing him this week. We're seeing him tomorrow.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. Well, see, like now the siblings to that little brindle one, like they're already working. They're still too young.
Yeah.
So, you know, we got to just mess with them a little at a time. But at the same time, that's why when you said that, me and Nate was talking, I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and send them, because I know if I don't go ahead and start sending stuff out now with this new line of dogs, then I'm going to be the same way. I'm going to have a whole bunch of them, and I ain't letting nobody get them.
Yeah, well, I'm thankful. He likes dogs, and he's both of them. He likes both of them a lot. He said they're both full of firecrackers.
Yeah.
Especially the the black mount. He said that's on the gun that's all over the place and will bite the hell out of your ankles and bay you up walking around the yard. So they're excited about him. But yeah, I'm going to see him this weekend, and Cody Godwin this weekend down there. We're going to go hit the bushes down in DeSoto area, Lake Black Shear, and see what we can get kicked up. We got a good buddy that's got a big old farm down there. We got like 7,000 acres down there, and we're gonna try to have a good time and sit there. And the past few years we take all the kids and have a good time, but there's like no rush. Like we'll go down there, we'll cook breakfast, like a full breakfast in the morning, wake up, stretch out. Everybody good? Okay, we'll get on the buggy, go hunt for a little bit, come back, eat lunch. We might go back in the evening and come back. We're not staying out all night hunting. You know what I'm saying, with the kids and stuff like that. So we'll have a good time. But I'll see Brett and stuff like this. We'll see how Roper's dog does. What kind of car's going to take old Foghorn's Head down there. I'll take some of my shit eaters. I think my dad's coming. Yeah, see what we can get striked up.
That sounds like it's definitely going to be a good time.
We'll see. Yeah, what we catch, 249.5 or something like that. We caught a good blonde hog.
Yeah, good, about right at 250 or something.
Yeah, a good boar hog, and then I know we caught some other smaller hogs, but like I said, it's always a blast. Get them involved and
that's right.
Have a good time. So we'll see how this year is. It's 7 months pregnant. I don't know. Yell at me or be cool the whole time. We'll see.
There you go.
We'll see.
Well, that'll work.
But I will have the snacks on deck. I know that.
There you go. Well, do y'all got anything else y'all want to discuss right quick?
Man, I'm at this.
What you got?
I'm sitting here. Man, I got this girl at lunch. I was sitting there eating, and Man, I had issues with the skid steer all day today, man. And I had oil and all kind of stuff all over me. And she said, "You're kind of cute." And I said, "Well, I appreciate that." And she said, "You that she's kind of bigger now. She's kind of a bigger girl or a bigger lady, whatever you want to say." But she said, "You're kind of cute. You got a number?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." "You got a pen?" And she said, "Oh, yeah, hang on 1 second." I said, "Well, you better get back in it before the farmer figures out you're gone."
God damn.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say.
what a dickhead.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. What do you think about
Hey,
that,
she
Ryan?
swung at
You're
me.
his handler, Ryan. You're his handler. See, Nate's
She
my
swung at me,
handler,
yeah.
so what's up?
Well, I'm surprised he didn't just start banging her right there in the parking lot. Or right in the store. She came out
Hey,
there.
Hell,
brother, if I'd had the dogs with me, we'd have had her wadded up in that
she'd been in a bind.
Oh,
Yeah.
she'd have been in a bad bind.
She'd look like
We'd just
Rodney in that
posted
cage,
fires,
huh?
I'd have felt right at home, son. I'd have had trouble tying her by myself, then. I might have had to holler for somebody.
Oh.
But no, that's all I got, man. Ron, I'll do it since Ron didn't do it. The unsung heroes of the tournament is Ron's parents. They help us out so much every year.
Oh, yeah. My bad. My dad's gonna listen to it. Yeah, they did help us out a lot.
No,
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
I got you, brother. They legitimately do as much as they can and help us out in any way they can. And honestly, we couldn't make it work without the support that they give to us and the help that they give to us at the weigh-ins and whatnot. I mean, it really, they really do. Like they're the unsung heroes of the weigh-in and tournament. You know, we are so appreciative for the work that they put in and the help that they help us, you know, and helping us and doing really anything that they can do to make our jobs easier and to make it go smoothly and everything like that. So I just really appreciate Marc and Angela and all the help that they do. Mackenzie for helping out. She was up at the tent selling hats and stuff all day. Connor's wife Morgan, she was up there helping out. And I mean, it's really nice to have people in your corner that help like that, and really no questions asked. They're doing whatever they can.
Yeah,
and
they can run that and handle that. We can trust them to do that while we're out up in hauls or moving stuff or talking to people and stuff like that. So it is really special to have them be a part of this and their willingness to participate, man. It's like I said, I'm glad you brought it up. That was really selfish of me not to even think about that and look at that over. But I appreciate that, Carter.
I got you, brother. I got you.
You can tell, like they're constantly working. You know, every time I've been around them, Marc and them, they're just busy. And like you said, it's great to have somebody that you can just wholeheartedly trust. You can turn your back and walk off and go do what you need to do. And you've got somebody up there that can run stuff and you don't have to worry. And I know how that feels because I've got guys I've got a crew like that. And they do all the work and I'm just kind of the voice of it. And without them, I can't even be the voice of it. You know?
That's right.
And it's awesome to have that. And
like I said, there's so many hands. There's so many hands to make an event go, man. And before like you said, Carter, I want to thank all the sponsors, man. We had an up team of sponsors this year. They covered 35 buckles. We have an extra load of money that we was able to buy some gifts for the raffle. We can't thank you enough. All of them. I mean, I'll put a list out and do like a post about it because it's literally too long. I'm looking at the list right now. It's so damn long to even read off. I'm dyslexic anyway. It take me forever to read them. Dr. Seuss book. We'll be here all night trying to read these sponsors. But for real though, we can't like this year we had so many sponsors and everybody's willingness to participate and want to be a part of the Tulsa Stander hunt. We hope that carries over next year. And I want to give a shout out to James Rick Stallnaker out of Clive, Georgia, near Savannah River, because he worked his tail off to get extra sponsors for this event as well. He went into businesses and walked in and spoke to people to help out. So
he's a
I appreciate
good
Rick for doing that.
He is.
Yep.
I talked to Rick out there, and that's what I told him. I said, man, I said, I was talking about I said, the best dog I got right now. And that's what I told him. I said, I named him Rick. That's because he's just as good as it gets. And he was like, man, that's awesome. He's such a good, wholesome guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you ever get a chance to go hunt with Rick, man, you need to go do it.
I will.
Like, we got a funny story. We hunted, we got caught slipping down on the river with Josh Stander and me and Carter, and Josh ended up being best friends with Rick. And we actually get to go hunt with Rick now. So that was
the man in the cowboy hat.
Yeah. He even tried to catch Stander down there for like 3 years, and then me and Carter went down and he caught him. And Rick were on the boat, and his buddies on the boat, and look at me and Carter and go, "Damn, y'all really do will poach or hunt anybody's shit, won't you?" And we were laughing. He said, "All that slipping ain't easy. Is that's not a joke, is it?" I said,
He said it ain't no joke.
Yeah. It's like, this is serious
we don't slip as much as we used to now. Yeah, we don't slip as much as we got bigger and was able to get network with people and be able
Everybody
to go with
knows
people
your
all the
face.
time now.
That's why they know who you are now.
Yeah.
I try to pull my hat over my face, and then I was like, I'm just exposing the logo bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know
it's bad because we got
screwed either way. Like, next time it's gonna be there's the man with the mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carter, when Carter's with me, he knows we're gonna end up in a tight spot or end up in a spot we're not supposed to be. It's waiting because I got a big old B&B like license plate on the front of my mule. When I get off my mule and just rip it off and throw it in the floorboard, he knows what's happening.
He's just game time in.
Brother, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
He just automatically knows.
That situation.
He'll tuck his chin up under his jacket, or we'll go like full ninja mode. Or that was the best part about COVID is we had COVID masks. We could just wear them around and nobody knew who the hell we was.
Lord of mercy, boys. Ooh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, man, that's
yes, sir.
I'm glad everything has worked out good on the hunt. Glad everything went smooth. That just goes to show that everything was put together good. It was ran good. Y'all did a good job. I'm proud to be affiliated with you guys, and we're here at y'all's disposal. We'll help do whatever we can do whenever you need us.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Well, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate Dixie Doggers, and like I said, man, I need to bounce off some more ideas. I got some more ideas. Like, I like Fieldstone. I'm grateful for Fieldstone. I loved it. I want to go there and host again, but I need to talk to y'all see if you'd be open to keep bouncing around and just to show off the venues in different places. Like I was talking to Mossy Pond and Brad Arrington about hosting the event down there sometime in the future. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing to do too, to bounce around to different locations in Georgia or North Florida or somewhere to still host the Tulsa Stander Memorial Hunt to draw even more people from different areas and also show off the venue that it's at as well. So
that's right.
We'll talk about that in the future, but
that's
what my head's been brainstorming about.
Good deal.
Sounds good for me, definitely.
Well, that'll work, fellas.
But like we couldn't do it without Dixie Doggers, man. Y'all's Big Boar Store changes the game up, the levels the playing field more than ever before. If y'all haven't hunted a tournament using the Big Boar score, or if y'all would like to, y'all need to get with Dixie Doggers and use it. And if you do use it, you better give them some damn a shout out for using it. Don't just steal their damn platform and steal their scoring system out without giving them some credit for it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know. I'll come judge. I'll come do the judging. It don't bother me at all. I do all the scoring and all the math.
There you go.
Yeah.
Show you how to do it. Make sure everything's done up
That's
to par.
what Case done on his, but Case did ask. He was like, "Hey, can I use that big?" He said, "Man, I really like this." Case, and I'm gonna give Case Frieda a shout out on. He's gonna have another hunt. It's an iron dog hunt. Basically, 4 dogs is all you get.
Yeah, you got like pre-register.
You got to pre-register and all that stuff. So y'all check that out. When it gets time, we'll start putting that out there for everybody. So just have it in your mind. And it's a virtual hunt as well. Mm-hmm. He kind of used it, and like I said, he called, talked to us, and he was like, "Man, I'd like to do this and try to, do stuff like that." And I think him and Nate are gonna get together on some stuff and work together on it. So it's. With everybody networking like that, I think the hog dog community is at a place it's never been.
Yes, I definitely think so.
Yes.
I really do. Like there's so many people. I mean, you still got people's pissing and moaning, and you got people's being bitches and jealous and all that. That's just how life goes. But as a whole, I think the community is tighter now than it's ever been.
Yeah, if you want to talk some crap about a tournament or the tournament we host to, put one on yourself and see how it goes.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Where's your tournaments at?
That's exactly right.
Are you doing 100% payback? Are you not making any money on this thing?
And doing all that work?
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of work, man. I tell you, I try to work my damn tail off to make it as good as possible for people, and it's a lot of dang work.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Carter work to do it.
No. I ain't taking. The only work that I did was showing up and roasting them live hogs. Like that's what I did. As far as putting it together and building the sponsorships and everything, Ron handled all of that stuff, and I cannot take any credit for that because he did it by himself. So I just showed up and hauled hogs and roped hogs and things like that. So I'm not going to take any credit for building it and making it what it is. I help when I show up, but Ron handled all that other stuff, so I can't take any credit for that.
Well, that's
I appreciate the kind words.
That says a lot there.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of people, they're just like, yeah, I'll take the credit. I do the same thing. That's what I tell everybody. I was like, I don't really do nothing, unless I need to. It's like they tell me what to do. And that's the way it is. What Nate does the majority of a lot of this stuff. And I do what I'm supposed to do. And we're a good team. And that's the way you guys are. You're a good team. So when it comes down time to put the hands on it, that's what you do, So
that's right.
All right.
That's right.
Well, boys, that's another one in the books. Right. We'll if y'all figure out anything else y'all want to shoot the shit about or just talk, we're gonna keep, of course we do this. We've been doing this about every month, once a month.
We're doing it once a month.
Try to keep everybody in the loop on just what we're doing and stuff. So now that hog dog season's back in full swing, maybe and now the hunt's over with on y'all's end there. So now we can get some good hunting stories going on.
Yeah.
And so the next one we'll have some serious hog catching stories going on.
And I think we're going to try and record with Pat next week and do his, and I think because I asked him if he wanted to bring in another co-host or do like a call in.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care. It's up to you. And I was like, I think we should do another call in. So if y'all got some questions, make sure to think of them and call in. I'll make a post once I get a date figured out.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah. We'll need
so
another
we'll try
call
and get some call-in questions, and so that way we'll have one of these, and then it'll probably get him fired up, and he'll have about 3 people to bring on relating to the question.
Because I think now it's getting to the point now, like we've got enough people that are interested. I think at first it was kind of one of those. We were a little bit before the time.
Yeah.
We were on the right track, and there's a lot of people that want to do it.
Scared to,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I also think folks are scared to get on to have to speak their voice on it because they're probably they're scared to clam up or scared to ask a question or sound dumb or what.
Well, there's a few of them I've talked to like that, and they're like,
"We'll get on there.
Yeah, they're like, then there's a few that I've talked to since because I've personally talked to them and they've met all of us, and they're like, "Oh shit, I'll call in now," because they think like it's like we're some kind of different people or whatever. Like, no, we're just talking on microphone.
Yeah, Roper's dad wants to get on now, so we're gonna have to do a part 2 with Roper and his dad.
Yeah, because last night Roper was like, "My dad's old school. He ain't gonna want to do this."
Yeah.
And then his dad was like, "Hey, call him back. We want to do it."
Hey,
don't bring up my name. Just don't bring up my name.
But that's the type of people you want on there, like Roper's dad, because they got the knowledge. They just don't want to steal it out, but they got it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And Cody Godwin's got us a good guest coming up. And I told Cody, I was like, look, I said, we get it lined up. I'm going to let Cody host, and I'm just going to co-host. I'm just going to sit back and let Cody do it.
Yeah. Cody's got a couple of people down there that are like some old school dog. Like Cody's got a handful. He goes down there and hangs out. I mean, which is awesome. I believe I commend Cody for doing that. He'll go down to these little hunting bear camps, and there'll be old timers that are done, like retired from bear hunting, but he'll go down there and shoot the shit with them and have a good time, just sit there and take their brain and listen to them.
That's right.
Cody's got an old soul, the big smile, old soul.
That's right. Ain't no doubt. Well, all right, boys.
Yeah.
Till the next time, we'll holler at y'all probably next weekend, I guess. We'll try to get with y'all.
All right, well, we'll send you some pictures. I don't know, some flowers or something, whatever we see this weekend. We ain't gonna catch no hogs.
Hey, we got an armadillo today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we caught an armadillo.
First armadillo we've caught in years, and we smoked that motherfucker. We
Walked like
smoked
a mile through a flooded
Yep.
cutover
Yeah.
and caught an armadillo.
I don't know how the armadillo swam all that water, but hey, hats off. He hit some dry ground, and let me tell you, them
He's dead.
armadillo hounds just smoked him, son.
Well, they were coming back from extinction in the Alabama Jasper area. And he
That's
just found
right.
it,
So if you love your armadillos, keep them out my way. All right, boys.
If you want anything that's got it 4 legs and fur, you better keep them out of our dog's place, because I promise you, we gonna push them. We gonna push 'em.
Yeah,
Tell
I'm
you.
scared. Look, I'm so happy to take new hunt. Like, you know, you only take new landowners and shit. And like back in the day, we had like no trashy dogs. Like everything was straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Now, like landowners want to come with us. I'm like, oh, I gotta go find some damn old dogs that are like. Because I'm like,
Yeah, we'll bring
gonna
Cam
run
and
some
Putty and Daisy. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, we won't
Yeah.
catch nothing.
Well, that's how it goes. It's like, you know, if you get some of these real track-minded dogs, sometimes you don't know what you're going to really run.
Yeah.
Well, y'all boys be careful this
All right.
weekend and have some fun. Y'all send us some pictures.
All right, buddy, we will.
Roger
Y'all have a
that.
good evening.
All right.
Well,
See
thank
y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
See
All
ya.
right, love y'all. We'll see you.
Love
Love you, bud. Bye. All right. Well, 10-4. There's another one. We're just doing the recap and the monthly segment on that and let everybody know how everything went. We had a great time. It really was them boys done a lot of work.
Yes.
And all the people there were working really hard, like I said, and it made it very enjoyable for myself because that's one of the few times, you know, and I'm like, hey, what can I do? They're like, hey, just do what you do. Talk. Go do your thing. And, man, I had a good time.
Yeah. I drove 4 hours there that morning.
Yeah.
And then measured hogs'
I didn't
teeth.
even drive.
Yeah. We stayed there.
Oh.
And then measured pig's teeth for pig and pig's teeth for like 6 hours. I had like this weird mixture of mud, shit, and spit
Yeah.
on my hand, and it like would not come off.
Dries up. It's almost like damn slime off of an eel.
Yeah, that, which I don't even talk about that.
Nasty.
Yeah. And then drove home like 4 more hours. And like during the drive home, as the drive progressed, I just learned more and more of what we got involved in while Dad was talking and
Oh yeah, I got
he
a
was
lot
like,
of stuff.
he'd like have a come to moment. He'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. And I was
Yeah.
like, awesome. It sounds
I
great.
was like, we're going to have a great year. So, speaking of which, we're going to have a great year anyway because we got all you listeners out there that's on our side.
So thankful, so blessed.
Yes, and for the ones that don't like us, we love you. We still love you. Don't make a damn. You can't change what I do. You can't change how I feel. That's all I can tell you. So, anyway, that's another one. And then we're going to do it one more time. And then another time after that. And then we're going to do it every time after that. So, 10-4. Until the next one, we see ya.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that episode. If there's anything or anyone you'd like to hear on the podcast, or if you'd like to come hunt with us, don't hesitate to contact us at dixiedoggers01@gmail.com.